Hey guys, Griff from Hookup Tackle. Me and CJ are out here today. We are running some field tests with the Jungle 7. We took it to a spot that I know of that's pretty much the jungle. We're gonna run it through its paces and see how it does. I'm gonna take it through some heavy cover. We're gonna test the rating on it. We're gonna see how it fishes, and then we're gonna talk about it. So let's go. See, the roots are all the way up here. Getting a weight to punch through that is hard. Getting a fish to come back through it, you're gonna need a stout rod. You're gonna need a rod with a lot of power, and it's gonna be a rod that's parabolic enough to hold the fish while you're trying to yank it through all this stuff. I mean, it's thick. Yeah, it's like 3 feet deep in there after you penetrate the... Yeah, so these fish are probably in a pre-spawn right now. In the summer, it's dope because you'll watch them like fish through, like the tops of these things are like wake kinda.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear kabloosh.
It's like eating something over there?
Yeah. They're eating like dragonflies and like gills and shit. When I first started coming here 3 years ago, none of this was here. This was wide open. Every year it gets worse and worse. And then for a while it was just like a little island of this stuff floating around. It would literally change positions every day. And then now, all the ponds that you've been to here, so there's only like 3 open ponds now.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of them are pretty taken over with this stuff. Oh, shit. Dog, he ripped it hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just like... So I'm just throwing a bottle shrimp. The bottle shrimp comes through this heavy cover really easy. There's not a lot of like floppy appendages that will catch the green stuff. So it just slides right through. It's really easy to use in heavy cover situations. Megabass, if you were watching, can I get a 5-inch version of this? Please. Just one bite in here. Oh, fuck. See like those open patches right there?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get in there. It's like shallow right there. This pond used to be so cool. You could literally just drop right here, boom, and just catch fish when it was open. It's like a little lip that goes like kind of under this.
With the helo that I've learned coming out here with you and Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, I got him.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that whole mat bowed up.
Yeah, he was under there, dude. All right, there's a little guy, cute little guy underneath the mess down there.
He's still right there. Oh my god. Oh, there he goes. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. That fish was stuck under there. This stuff is thick, so we got about 4 to 6 inches of canopy cover, and then it just drops into open water. The rod is super responsive. I felt that bite. I set the hook. I had him pinned. Like the hook set was immediate. Did you see it?
Oh yeah.
When he pulled it,
So
it was
much
like
power.
I thought I lost the fish, right? I was like, oh man, so I had to pull straight out, but he was there. He was pinned the whole time. Very difficult to hold fish with a 2-ounce weight and in heavy cover. So let's continue to keep on pushing it, and then we'll talk about our gear and how we're doing things out here. So I think one of the biggest advantages of this rod is the guides on here. So one of the key things for me on a punching rod is I have to be able to do everything one-handed.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm a right-handed guy. I usually cast with my right hand, but when I'm doing this close quarter punching and flipping, because you don't have a lot of time once the once the bait hits the water.
Right.
Like normally it's gonna happen really fast. So I'm always with my left hand, and I don't like to, with a long rod, I don't like to grab my line and pendulum it. So this rod allows me to do that. There's only been one other rod that I really liked doing that with. That was this long. Like the poker, I can do it all day. But you know, that's a 7.2 rod. I should be able to do it all day on that rod.
Yeah.
I think this one is much more balanced than some of the rods that we're used to. I really love how parabolic it is at the top. I mean, you can tell it's a fast rod because it's only bending in that top section of the rod. But I mean, it's super parabolic. It's gonna bend, so it's gonna handle that heavy cover when you're lifting and dropping a bait, so you're not just, every time you lift, it's not flying up and then flying down. It's gonna bend to get that bait to act right. And then it's super strong in the back end. Like this rod is strong. There's a lot of power in it. Is it my favorite punching stick that I've ever used? Yes. It's really lightweight. It's balanced really well. I mean, the only issue that I see with it, I think the rating is off a little bit. It says 1/2 ounce to 2 ounce. I'm running a 2.5 ounce weight on here, and a bottle shrimp's probably another 1/4 to 1/2 ounce. So, it's barely loading this rod. I mean, it can handle it. Will it be multi-dimensional? Will it be pretty versatile? I think there's a couple other things that you could probably do with it. So I don't think there's anything in the NRX family that can do these things. The Steez, whew, that's a tough one, man. That Steez is a nice rod. I feel like this one's a little bit more powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna have 2 punching rods, those would be the 1-2 punch. Punching with braid is like the deal. Like right now I got 80 pound samurai braid on here. I'm coming through, it's cutting away the grass as I'm coming out of it, and I get stuck, so it's doing really well. And then when you have a 2 ounce weight, you get a 2, 3, 4 pound fish and you hook set, I mean, you're gonna snap 20, 25 pound fluoro easy. I talk a lot about rods that fish small. I don't know if people know what I'm saying, but like this is a 7-11. I feel like I got like a 7.5 in my hand. Yeah. It's super easy to use. I'm doing one-handed flips most of the day. It's super lightweight in my hand, so it fishes really small. Small but powerful. It's got a super snappy hook set from it being so fast. Dude, it's crazy. And again, we always talk about these double actions that these P5s have. Getting this rod at the shop, we thought it was gonna be too soft. And then as soon as we came out here, we noticed like, no, this rod is not soft until it needs to be soft. I think right now we're taking it through the paces. Like this is some thick stuff. I struggled to get that one fish out of it, but I don't think that many people are going to get that fish out of where I was at. Yeah, this is not grass that's gonna tear away. This is nasty stuff. I've never done any punching in, you know, like Florida or Texas or anything like that, so I don't know like how thick that stuff is. But I'm going to assume that if it can fish here, it's gonna fish everywhere really well. All right, guys, thanks for coming along on this journey with us. Today, we just wanted to go out and test out the Jungle 7. Not necessarily a fishing video. Just want to see what it was capable of. We tried to push it through its paces. We threw it in some really thick cover, handled it very well. Everything about this rod handled well. To me, it's gonna be one of the stronger punch rods on the market, but it's also super parabolic. It's got this secondary action where it's gonna bend. It's gonna handle that heavy weight. It's gonna handle the heavy cover to where it's not just trying to rip the bait out of cover every single time you flip it in there. And I think it's got the perfect action for a punching stick. Today we ran it a little heavier than what it's rated at. I had a 2.5 ounce weight plus some different soft plastics on there, so I was probably close to 3 ounces on it. It handled all of it very well. I tried to cast it a couple times, casted well, casted really good actually. But I was able to make pretty accurate flips into the cover. The handle section for me is a perfect length. I was able to get leverage. Shorter handle section than we're used to on big punch rods, but I was able to get leverage and keep leverage on the few fish that I caught. If you're in the market for a punching rod, the new P5 Jungle 7. Another one, pulling them out of the mess. that. Big one. Oh, yeah. Boom.